Welcome to Create and Orchestrate. Today, we're going to talk about a major key to success, another one. I'm Marcus Whitney, and this is Create and Orchestrate. Welcome back to Create and Orchestrate. So yesterday I had coffee with my new friend Rashina, who is a Kickstarter Create and Orchestrate supporter. Her business is called One of One Design. It was a great conversation, and she asked me lots of great pointed questions about her business, and then she took it up a level and was like, so just tell me, you've been doing this for 7, 10 years, whatever. What's a major key to success for you? It was a great question that maybe 3 years ago I wouldn't have had an answer for, but now I've got such strong feelings about this, having been part of businesses that have been so successful at these things and then not very successful at these things that I now think are really important. So I've basically got a little formula of 3 things that I think are incredibly important to having a successful business, so much so that if you get these things right, barring any weird things that happen in the market, and just some bad luck, I really think this is almost a guarantee for some level of success. The first one is, as the leader, as the founder of the company, creating a crystal clear, compelling purpose. I don't think vision is as important as purpose, because vision is kind of flighty and changes, and while it's aspirational, it doesn't actually drive you in the same way that having purpose does. So I think having purpose really can align people, and it makes people associate their own personal values and aspirations, which you're never going to be able to take away as a leader in an organization, with the organization. And it also is a good sorting process. Either people identify with and are attracted to your purpose, or they're not. And if they're not, that's amazing. That's even better than if they are, because then you avoid working with somebody who wasn't going to be a good fit anyway. So starting with that crystal clear, compelling purpose is the first key. The second one is putting together a great team. And on this one, I've got some tough news for younger entrepreneurs. I think that there's no shortcut for experience on this. I think a lot of creating a great team has to do with how well you know yourself, because teams are ultimately all about chemistry. If you think about the greatest teams, the dynasties, they weren't made up of a whole team full of superstars. It was how well everybody complemented everybody, how well they all got along, how well everybody was able to play their position. And so that's the same thing in business, right? It's all about chemistry, and you are a part of that team, and you're a part of that chemistry. And so the more that you know yourself, the better you understand the team you need to put around you to complement your strengths and your weaknesses, more importantly, your weaknesses. So putting together a great team, there's no substitute for that. And in getting better at that, there's no substitute for experience. And so that's just something you gotta work at and continue to get to know yourself better over time. And the third thing is, you have to actually have a business aimed at a market that is real. Once you've got a great purpose and you've brought together a team, if there's no real market for your business, you can't be successful, because there was no shot for success in the first place. So before you get started building a team, and even really before you get too far on the purpose thing, because the purpose can get you to start acting a little bit irrational, make sure that the market you're going after is a real market. So for example, we are incredibly excited at Jumpstart Foundry about the healthcare market, because it's such a big market that is going through so many changes. It's going through regulatory changes, it's going through technology changes, it's going through changes in science, it's going through changes in consumer patterns. So we know that healthcare is a multi-trillion-dollar market, and we know that there's lots of opportunity for us to provide value in that market, right? We know that. So that's a great market for us to focus on. We've got a great team that's come together for the purpose of making something better in healthcare, and helping our investors and also the innovators that we work with to be more successful in this market. So, in the past, I've started businesses that didn't have a clear purpose. I didn't know myself well enough to build a good team. I was hasty in doing that. And a lot of times I would do something that I was really excited about, but the reality was there was no market there. And, as you might guess, those are the instances where I was really unsuccessful. So those are my basic keys. And those are the three things that I would always do from this point forevermore, when I'm actually setting out to do a business. Otherwise, it's just kind of like community service, or I'm doing something for fun. So I hope those keys were helpful for you. If you've got other keys, then please share them at Marcus Whitney, at The Unlikely Co. on Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear some of your questions that we can add to the show. Thanks for tuning in. One love.